just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, let's get it. GMS fam, what up? What's going on, everybody, man? Happy Sunday. I am alive. I made it out. Tequila Land. I made it out safely, man. I'm good. I got a little bit of a headache, but I'm good. All right. Had to take yesterday all the way off and try to recoup. Cause I got fucked up Friday night, man. I can't even explain to y'all. Friday night had me out of here. But yo, I want to start out with peace, positivity, all the love in the world, man. I hope y'all doing good. I hope y'all had a wonderful weekend. You know what I'm saying? I hope everything is good. I hope everybody's family is good. Everybody doing okay. It's a great Sunday. It's a beautiful day outside, man. The sun is shining. The weather's great. We are just now in Minnesota. We are getting to the point where we got to enjoy our last days of great weather. Because sooner or later, this bitch finna be cold again. What's going on, everybody in the chat already? We got JR Miller, Joe Blast, Ralph S, Black Man America, Love Lace, Brim Dog, Paris Collins, Birdman, Flocka, Vincent Lee III, Binky Bianca, motherfucking who else? Who else is in here already, man? I see y'all. Marcus Speaks in the building. What's going on? Yeah, the green room is in the building. He said, we thought Gooch caught you lacking. Nah, man, I heard he's on bed rest right now. But let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Seems as though, once again, Lil Nas X has kicked up some dust and has suckered in a lot of people to leave their opinions once again to keep his name running in the tabloids. I don't know what it is. I don't know what attracts these guys to wanting to publicly speak out against something they know people are gonna inevitably come down on them for. But you know, I think now it's getting to a place of now just keeping their names being mentioned. It's always good to keep your name being mentioned, whether it's something you did that's, you know, good or some shit that you did that's bad. I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? But at this point, now it's starting to get to the point where now I think Boosie knows hey, every time this nigga do something, people gonna be waiting for me to say something. So I'm gonna say something, and I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say because people know I'm wild as fuck and they can't do shit about it. And now it's gotten to the point where, okay, now it's just entertainment now. now it's just getting to the point of entertainment. Now Lil Nas X knows that he can do wild shit and get a reaction out of people, and it'll continue to make sure that he is stapled down in here and ready to and ready to get those album sales up, get his name continue to be mentioned, and continue to have other people boost him up in what it is that he's doing. This is now an entertainment thing. I don't think it's so much so a Boosie trying to get a point across. Because now you start thinking about the questions they're asking. Like, oh, what am I going to tell my kids? What do you mean? Tell your kids the same shit you're saying on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Tell your kids the same shit you say on the internet that you want them to know about what's going on. Now, this is where we get back into the conversation about parenting. Now, we had a conversation before about an agenda. There's hella agenda. There's a lot of agendas. The thing is, what are you going to do to let that affect you? A lot of people are letting it affect them when it has nothing to do with them. This is and this is why we're talking about it, James, because a lot of people insert themselves into some shit that they don't like. And it's one of those things where it's common sense. If you don't fuck with it, don't give it no attention. That's why we're talking about the things that people give their attention to. I'm giving my attention to the subject so that I can bring a broader point to, or I can bring a bigger point to this. Because it seems like people are really surface level when it comes to it. Like, oh, I don't like this shit. And they letting our kids see this shit. They letting our kids be corrupted by the shit. What do you mean? That's your child. That's not their child. They not making, they can put whatever they want on TV and they can show you whatever image they want. It's up to you as a parent whether or not you're going to allow your kids to watch shit. And I seen a post, somebody was talking about how they were sitting down watching cartoons with their kid, and all of a sudden something gay came up, and it was like, okay, turn the channel. But people want to do think pieces and shit and write whole posts and paragraphs and novels about the shit that for some reason they feel like they don't have control over. And when I say you have control over something, I'm talking about what your kids watch. They're your kids. That is a lame ass excuse to use. What about the kids? Well, there's so much other shit that influences kids other than gay shit. Like, kids get influenced to do. Bro, I just said this shit. Like, people think way too much about, like I said, the surface level part of it all. When I mean the surface level, I'm talking about the gay shit. And when we talk about influence, when there's agendas, think about the influence, fam. People were literally just eating Tide Pods a few years ago. Please understand. Niggas was eating Tide Pods. Let me say that again. Niggas was eating Tide Pods. We cannot stop motherfuckers from doing dumb shit. But what you can do is try to actually be a parent. Let them know common sense. Let them know right from wrong. Whatever you feel is right or wrong. That's the one thing I don't do. I don't try to tell people how to parent. If you don't want your kid to be gay, if you don't want your kid to be this or that, it's up to you, whatever you want to do as a parent. As long as you love your kids and you actually treat them right, you can influence them. You can teach them whatever the fuck you want to teach them. Just don't abuse them and don't fuck them up psychologically. That's all that is. I don't give a fuck what you teach your kids. I want people to actually take accountability now. Just take accountability. Take accountability as a parent. Quit waiting for the internet to raise your kid. I'm going to tell you this right now. Breaking news. Sorry to spoil it for y'all. But if there is an agenda, there's nothing we can do to stop it. There's nothing we can do to stop it. There's only what you can do as a parent, as a friend, whoever you care for that's in your corner, or who you fuck with personally. That's the only thing that you have any say over. And even then, motherfuckers will still end up doing what the fuck they want to do at the end of the day. And I'm not making no excuse for shit. I don't listen to Lil Nas X. I don't have to speak on Lil Nas X. What fucks everything up though is when niggas start doing shit like putting their focus on it and kind of creating this realm of straight niggas versus gay motherfuckers. Because if you're not gay, what are you paying attention to gay niggas for? That's all that is. It's like that's the biggest common sense of it all. Bassy said none of those trends hashtags was pushed on kids like Lil Nas X was. He was literally popping up at elementary schools and making children books. Yeah, and it's literally up to you as a parent to talk to your kids when something like that happens, because it's not up to Lil Nas X or the school to parent your child. It's up to you. That's what I'm saying. People keep pointing out everything else besides what they are going to do as a parent when it comes to their kids seeing the shit. You feel me? What is this abuse you speak of? I'm just saying don't abuse your kids. That's all I'm saying. Birdman Flocker says, I don't think Tide Pods were endorsed in cartoons. It didn't have to be. It did not have to be. That's the thing. People keep looking for these excuses. But the internet, first of all, please tell me what kids watch cable TV. A lot of kids watch the Roku and the Fire Stick and shit and be watching shit on the Disney Plus and all these different apps and shit. You have control over that. You can control what your kids watch. You walk in your room, in your kid's room, and they watching the new age cartoon. Matter of fact, let me tell y'all something. I have been having my daughter watch the old school shit, old school cartoons, all that shit for a minute. Because remember this. Y'all remember the cartoons that y'all enjoyed back in the day. Y'all remember the shows y'all enjoyed back in the day. That's kind of what shaped your mentality as an adult today, and how kind of like certain shows shaped your common sense when you got older. Am I right or am I wrong? I'm talking about the old school, the Nickelodeons, and the Disneys and other shit like that. There was shows back in the day that there was like a real subject matter in it, and they had real problems and real shit to focus on and shit in those shows, and still have fun shit. I had my daughter watch that shit. Cause ain't no surprises for me. I watched all them episodes. I watched all them series and those and all that shit. So I know what's in it. Them cartoons didn't go away, y'all. They still exist. Those episodes from back in the 90s, all that shit still exists. You can still have your kids watch that shit. And still help mold them into a great or a good human being. And not have to worry about what's being fed to them through the new shit. You know what I mean? We have access to a lot of shit, man. A lot of shit. Bassy said, shit, my house don't watch Nickelodeon or play listen to Lil Nas Dame don't play to Coochie 6ix9ine. Bianca said, if you don't like it, remove it from your child's view. Exactly. Hey, JR said homeschool period. They be lying in school. See, and that's another thing. Just like you said, see, you ain't got no control over what be happening at school. And you never know what they gonna show your kids or try to have them think is acceptable in school. And that's kind of the risk you have to take when you do public school. But at the same time, that's another example that I gave last time when we talked about the subject of conditioning. When your child comes home, ask them how their day went. Ask them what they did. Ask them what they learned. I was used to that growing up. My mom always did that shit. I always said, like, it got to a point where I didn't even want to tell her about my day because I knew the question was coming. I was just like, oh, my day was cool. Like, you gotta be like that with your kids. You gotta make sure you are involved. You know what I'm saying? Don't be more involved in making an opinion on social media than you are actually teaching or trying to be a parent to your child that you're talking about on social media. What am I going to tell my child who is sitting right next to me at home? Fucking talk to him. What the fuck are you talking to? How do you get that? How do you get that oblivious as a parent and put that much responsibility on random strangers and an agenda, a clear agenda? How do you put so much trust in that than your own parenting skills? You're here with this kid all the time. They live with you. They're supposed to respect you. They're supposed to take heed to your word. You are supposed to be the one head honcho, HNIC, HBIC, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That child is yours, and you have the final say. It's really why this is really why I wanted to talk about it, the whole Lil Nas X situation, because the main thing that I see all the fucking time is the children. What do you mean the children? That's your child. If they see it, you can't stop them. You can't stop your children from seeing everything. They're going to see something. They're going to ask questions. It's up to you as a parent to set that straight however you see fit. Am I right or am I wrong? And if I'm wrong, please inform me on how I'm wrong. As a matter of fact, I see what y'all doing in the comments right now, and I actually love it. Post some of your favorite shows from back in the day that helped you grow up and that you loved, and that you saw no agenda. All you saw was pure kid shit that was just amazing. Which one of those cartoons? Hey Arnold was that shit for me. Doug was that shit for me. Goddamn, Angry Beavers, nigga, fucking, I seen my guy AJ post Ren and Stimpy, and Ren and Stimpy did some gay shit back in the day. Y'all know that shit. Y'all grew up and saw it and was like, hold up, how did I miss that? You didn't miss it. It was just the fact that you was a kid and you thought the shit was funny. You didn't think the shit was gay. But they did some gay shit on Ren and Stimpy, fam. And you didn't notice it until you fucking got older and saw, what is that nigga doing with the saw? Why he got wood on his back? What the fuck? Why is they doing that? I don't remember that. I don't remember that shit. That shit is crazy. I see you recessing this motherfucking. The Rugrats, of course. Of course. He said, why Mr. Popo from Dragon Ball Z look like that? Hey, Mr. Popo, hey, that's some racist shit. Hey, I said that one day, and niggas didn't even, that's another thing. As a kid, you don't even realize that shit. You don't even realize that shit. And then you get older and realize what the fuck goddamn what blackface is. And then you see Mr. Popo and be like, shit, this is racist. Is it not? Is it not? Mr. Popo was that's fucked up. My man said the Three Stooges. I see All Real Monsters was that shit. All Real Monsters was cold. DBZ, of course. Rocko's Martin Life. Rocket Power. That was a shit. Cat Dog. Jimmy Neutron. Invader Zim. Yo, Invader Zim. It might be one of the funniest shits ever. Invader Zim is probably one of the funniest cartoons that ever come out of Nickelodeon. Ever. Underrated. Underrated funniest shits ever. Even though it has a nice little cult fan base, Invader Zim does not get talked about nearly as much as it should. That shit is hilarious. Doug, I see Tom and Jerry, Thundercats, Silverhawks, Herman, G.I. Joe, Different Strokes. Hell yeah. Cow and Chicken. Yo, Cow and Chicken actually was fucking wild. Does anybody remember Cow and Chicken? There's some very sus things that happened in there. Yep, the Boondocks, of course. Looney Tunes, Scooby-Doo, The Simpsons, The Proud Family. He said they was eating pig ass and cow and chicken. Hell yeah. Daria. Yo, man, what is it said? What up? What's going on, man? He said, I'm hanging out with the kid today, but I had to slide through and hit the like button. I'll rewatch the show later. Appreciate you, bro. Salute. DBZ was raised. Look at Popo, man. Look at motherfucking Popo. Tied by as told by Ginger, Thundercats, He-Man, Fat Albert, Fillmore. Ooh, Fillmore was dope. Static Shock. Hey, do y'all remember the show Taina? What happened to Taina? Hold on, let me look that up. What the fuck was that show? Hold on. Taina. Damn. How do you spell that name? Taina. Nickelodeon. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Do y'all remember Taina? Taina. Taina. I know you can't wait to see my name in stars. Y'all remember Taina? Taina was Y'all remember Taina. Quit playing with me. Taina was nice. She was nice. She was nice. He said Animaniacs, Samurai Jack, Sonic X, Wonder Chosen. Shout out to that. What up, Wonder Man? What's happening? Hey, Vincent said outside playing football, basketball, etc. Fuck a cartoon. There was still time to do both, man. See, when you went outside to play, then you got tired and you got winded and you was like, all right, man, I'm done. I'm cool. I'm going to go inside and drink some juice that came in a little barrel. Y'all remember the barrel? Oh, shit, we finna take y'all back. Y'all remember the little barrels, the juice barrels with the tin cap that you had to poke a hole in or take the shit? I poke holes in that shit with my teeth. It'd be like, and just start drinking the motherfuckers. It's like a blue, purple, red, orange, the little barrel juices, nigga. What the fuck was they called? Tell me y'all remember that. I know one of y'all right now is licking y'all lips. Someone's like, oh, I remember them thirst-quenching ass motherfuckers. Came in a box, a little box that had like 50 of them in it. My mom used to get them shits religiously. Do y'all remember them juices, man? Quit playing with me. The PJs, Pinky and the Brain. Let's go. I'm so glad I got y'all niggas in the chat right now. Hong Kong Fooey. 3D Doritos. Does nobody remember the barrel drinks, man? Somebody got to remember them little barrels, man. Them little barrel juices, man. Oh, what the fuck you talking about? What the fuck is you talking about? Ray Solo? Hold up. Ray Solo done hit the nostalgia like a motherfucker. Hold on. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. What you mean I don't know about no Wayne Head? We know about that Wayne Head. Wait here, the party's just begun. Wait here, wait here. Stop playing. Wayne Head had one big foot, one little foot, and a bald head. He had alopecia at the age of 8. And he was out here thugging. Didn't give a fuck. Out here with the homies. Look at Wayne Head. My man has 75% alopecia. Cousin Skeeter, hell yeah. Yeah, that was the shit. Those was the shit. These are see, this is what I'm talking about. And these shits still exist. Go ahead, put your kids on that shit. Let them watch the shit. Let them grow up like you did, and you ain't got no problems, man. You see how you got your ideas? They of course they didn't just come from a cartoon and you watching TV, but that helped in the combination, man, because as a kid, you still had your time to yourself to watch what it was you were watching. And if you concerned about what they doing today on TV, these shits from the past didn't leave, man. They still here. They still watchable. My Brother and Me. Stop playing. Yo, what the fuck? Stop playing. My Brother and Me? Who the fuck remembers Goo Punch? Do y'all niggas remember Goo Punch? Goo Punch. Hold on, we gonna look that up. Goo Punch. Goo Punch. Everybody now, Goo Punch. That nigga had Goo Punch. Stop playing. This is what I'm talking about. This is the type of shit that y'all motherfuckers have to remember. These motherfuckers still exist. Please remember this, and please show the youngins. Let them watch these episodes. Let them turn it on. Let them indulge in the shit. And you ain't got nothing to worry about. Look what's happening in the comments. I'm bringing y'all nostalgic feels. I bet y'all can't wait to turn on a motherfucking episode for y'all motherfucking youngins if you got one. I was so happy when my daughter loved watching Rocket Power. All that shit. Like, I loved it. The shit was amazing. And I'm telling you, do you see why I'm doing this now? Understand why I'm doing this now. I'm trying to give y'all alternatives because we can't do shit about an agenda, fam. We can't. The powers that be control that shit. We ain't got enough power. We ain't got enough control to stop whatever it is we don't like that's coming out to the masses. We don't. The only thing we can do in reality, this is the real life, man. Real life is pushing us to only take care of what we are supposed to take care of. Our children, our family, our loved ones, that's it. We can't stop what the masses are doing, but we can control what's going on in our house, and we can control the way that we raise our kids, and we ain't got to be hateful with it either. That's one thing people forget. Let them motherfuckers go doing what they doing, man. Don't concern it with yourself. If you don't involve yourself with the community, if you don't do the shit that they do, don't pay attention to it. Don't give it no energy. Continue to be the great parent that you being and raising your kids and being proud to be black, being proud to be whatever it is that you are, and move the fuck forward. Does that, and can we all agree on that? At least, can we at least agree on that? That's all I want to see. Cause look, this is what it brings up, and like I said, this is why I think it's for entertainment now. Cause Boosie done went and had a whole interview on the Breakfast Club, and he already knows what it is. He already knows how people are gonna come for him if he says something about Lil Nas X. And as soon as Lil Nas X posted this picture, Lil Boosie tweeted, "Nas X, what the fuck? You just don't stop." I think he's gonna turn around and suck one of his background dancers on national TV. Hashtag protect yours. Hashtag God turning in his grave. First of all, when did the Bible tell you that God was in a grave? Boosie? I love Boosie, man. Boosie is an unapologetically sound individual. He says what's on his mind. This is why I like people like Corey Holcomb. This is why I like people like fucking Andrew Schultz, motherfucking who else? Joey Diaz, Dave Chappelle. There's a lot of people that can say what they want to and will rarely be able to be canceled because of the simple fact that they have such a cult fan base that people know who they are and they know they ain't finna change. See, that's one thing people got to remember. When you gather that type of fan base to where people know who you are and they ain't got to question your motives, they gonna stick by you because they know who you are. Boosie knows that, which is why he can say whatever the fuck he want to. And the backlash he gets from the people that's out there is the backlash of people that ain't his fans, man. And people who don't go out there and support him. Like, he had Boosie bash and that bitch was turned. Nobody gave a fuck because they know what type of person he is. Let me give y'all my unbiased opinion. Boosie can say what the fuck he want to say about Lil Nas X. Is it gonna benefit him? Nah. And what I mean by that is in the bigger Hollywood space of things and entertainment industry space of things, he's not going to get the same opportunities he probably would have if he never spoke on them, which is unfortunate because that's how shit is going right now. But thank God he has a cult fan base to where people will still pull the fuck up, buy his shit, and support him. He can still make a living. He's been making a living. I don't think any of this has actually stopped his money. That's what I'm trying to, none of this has actually stopped his money. Because people know who he is. So, this is what I'm saying. For one, God is not in the grave. Let's just get that out there. I don't know why he said that. He said that was funny. But If he's using this as a tactic just to keep his name in the tag or to keep his name trending and to keep people talking about him, cool. That's what people do in the industry. It's expected. There's nothing off about it. It's just that's what's happening. But if he's doing it because he's actually fucking outraged and shit, he's wasting his energy, man. Because there's nothing he can do. Nothing he can do. But like I said, shout out to Boosie, man. I wish the shit that Lil Nas X didn't affect motherfuckers so much because that's for his community and the shit that they're doing over there. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, go ahead and do y'all thing and like I don't think like Lil Nas X, he doesn't put these people in his rollouts. They insert themselves and then he responds. So I can't even really hate on Lil Nas X, even if he does shit I don't fuck with. I didn't like the Montero video. That shit was stupid as fuck. That demon imagery shit is fucking, it's trash. And I don't fuck with that shit. And then to try to find an explanation or try to find an excuse for it, it's no excuse for it. You did it because the shit is trendy and it'll get people to look at you and inevitably that's some shit that now you have to live with for the rest of your life. This is what I mean. Gay shit aside, Lil Nas X, when he becomes 50 years old or even 40-something years old, 50 years old, he's going to look back at that video and be like, why the fuck was I throwing it back on Satan? And I'm talking about from a moral standpoint. Like, they're going to be looking back like, damn, I really did that? It wouldn't matter how many views it has. It wouldn't matter how popular it was. He's going to have to see himself in that way as a more grown adult and be like, damn, why did I do that? You know what I'm saying? Like that's another thing I think people don't even think about. They gotta think about later on down the line how these people gonna feel. A lot of people regret a lot of the shit that they did. That's why I move carefully in what I do. I don't just do shit because I got a bunch of people behind me telling me it's a good idea and that's gonna get my name out here and it's gonna make me trend. It's gonna run up my album sales and it's gonna make sure that motherfuckers get plaques and get Grammy nominations and all that other shit. That's the fastest way to do some shit you don't want to do. And then try to convince a motherfucker to like, what? And he's in a troll era as well. This is easy for kids his age to do. Especially when you piss off the adults, the OGs, the motherfuckers who are easily triggered. He knows how to easily trigger these motherfuckers. He knew that as soon as he took this picture that the first person that was going to be trending after him was going to be Boosie. He knew that. He probably had his responses already typed up and ready to go. So professional trolls do this type of shit. Kid at Heart said X is a troll. Yeah. He said X is a troll. He been doing this before he was popping LOL. He knows how to mess with people's heads who, while doing what the fuck he want to do or doing what he want, people feed into too much LOL. The young man is smart playing these suckers' head. Yeah. He's playing motherfuckers, and this is how it's going, and this is how you either give it energy or you don't. That's all I'm saying behind that. But regardless, that's just that was my opinion on that. But let's move away. Let's move away from Nas X. Let's move away from Nas X. We're gonna stay in the music realm, but let's move away from Nas X. Something happened recently. Matter of fact, it happened yesterday. I want to say yesterday morning. Kanye West decided that he was going to so part of the Donda album there was I'm pretty sure there's more songs that people haven't heard that was probably supposed to be a part of Donda as many times as Kanye stalled in putting out the album. And there's a lingering beef right now between him and Drake. And Drake took it upon himself to release a song that is not out and that was not on Donda, that is featuring Andre 3000, one of the greatest artists of any generation. And he decided to take that song and completely take a 50-pound shit on it. This actually pissed me off, and I'm sorry if this is gonna put me in a weird mood or put anybody else in a weird mood, because I know how some people feel about Kanye. But me, from an artist standpoint, it pissed me off for a lot of reasons. Let me just explain this. First of all, this song that Andre was featured on, Kanye had a whole different verse. The whole premise, the whole setup for the song was it to be about their late mothers. Kanye's mother passed. We know this. Andre 3000's mother passed. We also know this. It was supposed to be a song surrounded around their mother's death and paying them respect and just, you know, it was a really deep concept, right? Andre 3000 did exactly what he was supposed to do and beyond. I'm talking about, if you hear it, I don't know if anybody has had a chance to hear the leaked audio or to hear Andre 3000's verse, but that shit got me emotional. It was that good. It was that good. He basically eulogized his mom and incorporated Kanye's mom into him eulogizing his mom. On some pure artistry shit. Drake leaked the song. Drake put the song out. We don't know where Drake got it from, but Drake leaked it. That shit, it fucked me up. I'm like, yo, and we're talking about the verse, one of the best verses we've heard out of Andre in a long time, because he hasn't been putting out music, only for it to be tainted by Kanye doing some dumbass Kanye shit. Kanye had a whole different verse on the song, but took his verse off and then added another alternative verse dissing Drake. Beyond Andre's knowledge, he had no idea until the fucking leak came out. Now, let me tell you why this pissed me off. It didn't just piss me off because Kanye did just that. But what pissed me off even more, and what has me at the point where I don't even want to listen to Kanye's album right now, is the fact that Andre did a interview recently. I don't know if you guys caught this. He's a recent interview he did with Rick Rubin. Dre was talking about how he has not been inspired to make music for many reasons. He was asked, why haven't we heard no new Andre? Why haven't you put out a new? He said he hasn't been inspired. Nigga, this is why. This is exactly why this man has not been inspired to do shit. Because some fuck shit like this will happen. A whole concept for an entire song that meant something to him, that actually had some type of meaningful outlook on it, and that actually broke him out of his cave so that he can write some shit and actually give us some type of quality art that we clearly don't deserve in this generation, the way music's been going, but he did it, only to be shit on and to have that literally be something that he will now look at as not special anymore. Something he did for his mom, bro. He didn't ask Kanye to come do a song for him. Kanye asked him. Kanye told him the concept. That's some, and trust me, I get it. Kanye's not all the way up. He's not all the way up there. But that doesn't excuse the disrespect and the betrayal and the fuckery that this whole situation is. And these are facts. Let me tell you how these are facts. He put out a statement. Dre put out a statement. I'm going to read it here for you. He said, a few weeks ago, Kanye reached out about me being, matter of fact, he did it in a few weeks. He did that. Let me keep reading. A few weeks ago, Kanye reached out about me being a part of the Donda album. I was inspired by his idea to make a musical tribute to his mom. It felt appropriate to support the Donda concept by referencing my own mother, who passed away in 2013. We both share that loss. I thought it was a beautiful choice to make a clean album, but unfortunately, I didn't know that was the plan before I wrote and recorded my verse. It was clear to me that an edited, clean format of the verse would not work without having the raw original also available. So sadly, I had to be omitted from the original album release. The track I received and wrote to didn't have the diss verse on it, and we were hoping to make a more focused offering for the Donda album, but I guess things happen like they are supposed to. It's unfortunate that it was released in this way, and two artists that I love are going back and forth. I wanted to be Uncertified Lover Boy too. I just want to work with people that inspire me. Hopefully I can work with Kendrick on his album. I'd love to work with Lil Baby, Tyler, and Jay-Z. I respect them all. What's not true, Birdman? Give me the facts then, Birdman. I want to hear the facts. What is not true? I want to hear what's true from you. Cuz all I'm doing is giving you exactly what I've read and exactly what I see. I'm not coming up with things that are out of the blue, and I'm not coming up with a story. This is exactly what's being told. Drake leaked the song on Sound 42. People heard it. They heard Dre's verse. Figured out that, oh, Kanye's dissing Drake on this song. Andre releases a statement. Says that's not how it went. Now here we are. So what's not true? I want to see if you got some insight. Maybe you are a part of OVO, the OVO camp, or maybe you are friends with Andre 3000. What do you know that we don't? I would like to know. I'll wait. Because I'm going to get to Kanye's verse too. Drake don't want rap beef with... Andre 3000 don't even want rap beef. You know what I'm saying? Andre don't even want rap beef either. That's just some weird shit. But I want to know from Birdman, because maybe if he has some information we don't have, I'd like to actually talk about it on here without leaving anything on this without, you know. I want to see what he has to say. He said, say it in the super chat. Yeah, send a super chat and tell me why. Tell me why I'm lying or why I'm wrong. What's the true story? And hit that like button while you're waiting, you guys. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody that's in here right now. Follow me on my socials. I'll follow everybody back. Hit the Cash App if you're feeling generous. GMS fam, the green room. Appreciate y'all. Let's find out what I'm missing. What am I missing here? Let me know. He said some intermission music. Let's see if I can. Yeah, let's get some intermission music playing. I'm waiting for him to tell me what I'm wrong about. Because I don't hate when people do that. I actually like that, so I can know if I'm being wrong. Because I've been corrected a few times on this channel. I've been corrected a few times. I am not opposed to being corrected. I'm not one of those people. If you can correct me and you got some facts that I don't know, please share it. Birdman said the song is still about his mom and Kanye still being there for his kids through the divorce. All right, well, let's read off this shit. It says, I put Virgil and Drake on the same text, and it wasn't about the matching architects or whatever the fuck that is, or Kid Cudi dress. Just told these grown men stop it with the funny shit. I might hire the whole team from ACG, so don't text me like I'm Juanita JCV. Or more important, Monica Corrigan, who was there for me. Somebody really there for me was rare for me. That was new air to breathe when I was underappreciated, undervaluated. Stockholders told me boardrooms will bore you, and remember going by your rules, try to follow the Lord's rules. Thought we was the new Abu Dhabi, told Drake don't play with me on GD, and he sent that message to everybody. So if I hit you with the WYD, you better hit me with the yes sir, I'm writing everything you need. That was a lot of words. And then he just sprinkled in his kids in the divorce. I don't. So what did I say that wasn't true? I didn't hear nothing that you said that I said. What did I say that wasn't true? Because if Andre 3000, the person who was on the song and has the original version of the song, told us that Kanye re-recorded another verse, what would he have to lie about that for? It doesn't seem like he need to lie about that. He said, don't you think if Kanye was going to keep that verse, he would have put it out himself? I don't know. It doesn't matter if he would have put it out himself. The fact that the song was leaked, period, and he decided to do that with that song with a person who doesn't even come outside. Like, let's think about this, man. Andre 3000 does it. Like, he's outside, but he don't be outside. He doesn't be out here in the realm of music and all that other shit. He be walking around the streets somewhere in New York playing a modified recorder. And if you just so happen to bump into him, you just so happen to bump into him. And then to actually get him inspired to make some music, only to actually maneuver it and try to make it about something else and then try to diss somebody with it, that's corny as fuck. No, but okay, let me say this. Even if I get you there, he said Birdman said you saying Kanye snaked Andre when he didn't. Drake leaked that, not Kanye. Cool. But now we have the information that Kanye had a whole other verse besides the one that was on the song that was leaked, dissing Drake. That is still a snake move, regardless if he was going to put it out or not. Regardless if he was going to put it out or not, I'm talking, and trust me, I'm thinking about it from an artist standpoint. Myself. We had a whole song put together. We had a whole concept. I poured my heart out on a song, and then the song that you gave me back, I felt like you did the same. I felt like we actually created something great. For only for you to go back and change your verse so that you can go in there and diss somebody and throw off the entire mood, the whole concept of everything, sprinkle in a little bit of your fatherhood and how you miss your mom, and now we have this and it's thrown off now. Clearly, Andre feels some type of way about it, and he doesn't like it. And I understand it. Because even if you're not gonna put the song out, at least keep the song's integrity. That's like, if this was like a song about the club and bitches shaking ass and all types of shit, smoking on this and doing this, it wouldn't matter. The subject matter of the song and the importance of the song is what makes it a fucked up thing to do in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much do you really care that much about making the concept or making this album dedicated to your mom when you thinking about Drake too much? Drake ain't got nothing to do with your mom, with an album that's dedicated to your mother. But he took it upon himself, and hey, it's his song, so I guess just don't put Andre in it. This nigga don't be out here like that. This motherfucker hardly is inspired to make new music, and as soon as he's able to come outside and give us something dope, motherfuckers want to taint the shit. Here's another thing. There shouldn't be no conversation surrounding this song besides the fact that it's great, right? But the thing that's attached to it is the fact that this nigga's dissing dissing Drake. But here's one thing I do want to say. Here's one thing I do want to say. Andre is such an amazing artist and so respected by not only his peers but by the masses, by the culture itself, that people still appreciated his verse alone. And he was trending for his verse alone. That shows you what type of artist, that shows you the type of impact, that shows you how somebody can capture you and just completely take you and your soul on a ride with them And I think that right there is that's what saved it. That's what saved this moment from being a disaster, because of the fact that the verse was so good and people heard it and when they listened to it, forgot the fact why it was trending in the first place. I don't know what Drake's goal was when he leaked it, but I'm pretty sure it didn't go the way he thought it was going to go, because the verse was amazing and it made people really, really want. Matter of fact, as soon as Andre started trending, Big Boy started trending, because Big Boy had released a clip of him rapping, because these motherfuckers are still top tier lyricists. And now people want to see another Outkast album, and I'm not fucking mad at it. I want that shit to happen immediately. The fact that Andre can still rap the way that he's rapping, the way that Big Boy is still rapping the way that he's rapping, there's no way that Outkast can't come out with another album today. I don't give a fuck if it's 5 songs. I don't give a fuck if it's 15. Give us something, because clearly you brothers still have it and never lost it. That's the good part that comes out of all of this, is the simple fact that we know that Andre can still deliver and he can still bring us something special. Same with Big Boy. And where there's a Big Boy, there's an Andre 3000. And where there's a Big Boy and Andre 3000, there's Outkast. And where there's an Outkast, there's a Dungeon Family. And where there's a Dungeon Family, there's a goddamn supercalifragilisticexpialidocious of motherfucking funk, bitch. And I want that. I want it. We gotta have it. I had to go off on a tangent because I love Outkast, bro. And I think they one of the best groups out here to ever do it. They changed the game in so many ways. When people thought that there was no space for them, they made a space for them. Though there are some admirable ass motherfuckers, and you gotta fucking tip your hat off to the legends, bro. We was talking about that on one of the last episodes, how hip hop is now a young man's game when it's really not, man. Because there are still people out here in their 40s and their 50s. You see it with Jay. Jay went on Kanye and Drake album just to show both them niggas that he can still out rap them for fun. Jay does that still. Why the fuck? Like, we make it a young man's game because the industry wants to keep it that way. Meanwhile, in every other genre, they uplifting and holding they other legends to top tier and making them go around performing in motherfucking arenas for the rest of their life. 60, 70 years old. Motherfuckers can hardly move around the stage, but still sitting there with the guitar talking about some born in the USA. But we got to treat our OGs like these motherfuckers has-beens, or like they still ain't got it. We got to hold specific concerts talking about throwback concerts. Why we got to do throwbacks? Where's the new music? They still can sing. Stop it. Stop. And even if they don't need to make new music, us as a culture, us as a community, we all still uphold the classic songs to a certain standard. Whenever you hear an old school song, it brings the feels out of you. It brings that nostalgia out of you. It brings something great out of you. So why the fuck can't our legends continue to tour for the rest of their motherfucking life till they can't no more? Why don't we have a space like that? Why are motherfucking, then that's another, people are so in a rush. That's why a lot of our youth specifically is in a rush to be famous or to be a rapper or to be a producer or to be this and that, because they feel like they got to do it at a certain point in life or else it's not going to work for them. Meanwhile, not even thinking about the fact that it takes time to get better. Every time you hear one of your favorite artists or producers or engineers or whoever it is that you are into, they always talk about the process and how they continue to learn, how they continue to grow, how they continue to get better. You're not the greatest when you first start out. Greatness comes down the road. To be great, you have to practice. You have to go in and actually be repetitive. You have to be consistent. Being great isn't just, you aren't born with it. Tell me one person that was born great and didn't do nothing with their life and still everything was great and successful. Nobody. A lot of people put in the work, man. And you gotta put in the work. That's a fact. Birdman said you can only get better with experience. Young guys can only rap about money, violence, and women till they get older. Exactly. Why you think Jay-Z said he can't rap about, so he got to rap about certain shit now? Because Jay, he can't talk about the same shit he talked about when he was in his 20s or even in his 30s. Grow. It's nothing better than hearing somebody grow and hearing them talk about the things that could eventually help the next generation grow even quicker. That's what I like to see. I like to see us in that realm. I like to see us encouraged in that way. That's why it's funny to me when these other outlets who like to talk down on Jay-Z only try to mention the shit that he used to talk about back in the day in his first and second and third albums and shit. Like motherfuckers can't get older and can't learn and can't grow because they like to keep us in that mindset. Why else would they bring up some shit in the past knowing damn well what Jay-Z does today? They don't want to see us grow. They don't want to hear the content of somebody telling us how we can make it out, how we can double our profits, how we can start our own businesses, how we can succeed. Nobody wants to see us do that. Who is in control of the industry? That's why I like the fact that Jay-Z being at the point that he is in life, he doesn't have. Everybody knows damn well that Jay-Z does not have to rap, and he has not had to rap for the last 10 years of his life. But he has continued to give us game, whether you fuck with Jay-Z or not. And that is what's needed. I think every artist who is approaching that age or approaching that point in life needs to do that and needs to bring that subject matter to the forefront when it comes to music and when it comes to the culture. We cannot keep people in the same mind state forever. It's fun to be out there in the crowds, these festivals, on the internet, watching young motherfuckers turn up. I love seeing young, black, inspired kids do something with their life other than fucking it up. But we have to grow. I'm not telling nobody not to have fun. I'm not telling nobody to not talk about what they want to talk about. But if you aren't growing, you aren't learning, you aren't going to add nothing to this community. Give it up. Give that space to somebody else who's willing to grow and willing to do something positive when it's all said and done. I'm not looking for you to do it for your whole career. None of that shit. We need balance. There's a balance for everything. We need the mumble shit. We need the hip hop shit. We need the turn up shit. We need that the conscious shit. We need all of it. We need it all. We need it all because that's what makes our culture. But we cannot forget the end goal. The end goal is to be out here prospering and growing and leaving something for our children and leaving something for our family and making sure we have generational wealth, making sure that we continue to elevate the minds of the ones coming after us. That's what we got to do. Sorry I went on a tangent, but I hope y'all understand where I'm coming from because I love my people and I want to continue to see us win. And with that said, I'm not even going to talk about Candace Owens because fuck that bitch. GMS family, put a motherfucking GMS in the comments right now. I'm finna shout everybody out. Let's go. If you didn't participate in the chat, this is your time right now. Put a GMS in the chat right now. I'm going to shout everybody out who puts a GMS in the chat. Let's get it. Let's go. Follow me on my socials. I follow everybody back. Hit me on my Cash App if you are feeling generous. I appreciate you. GMS fam, the green room. Let's get it. GMS in the chat. Let's go, green room. Don't leave me hanging. Hey. 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 Said coolness. I love that name, man. That's so fucking funny. Kundis. Oh my God, that's funny as fuck. Kundis. Hey, hold up. Should I bring out my co-host? I think I should bring out my co-host for this. Let's bring out the co-host. Switch up the music. Hold on, let's go get Olafambu. I'm gonna go get Olafambu to shout y'all out real quick. Hold on, put the GMS in the comments. Oh my God. Yes. GMS family, we are back. Another successful episode. Yes, I tell you. Always spitting game. Always being the number one truth teller of all things. GMS, the man. Yes. And I am Olafambu, the official co-host of the GMS show. Please follow my man Black on all socials and hit the Cash app so that he can buy Slim fast. This nigga is fat. He does not know how to stop. I tried to tell him to go work out. He don't want to work out. He just wants to smoke weed and do the show. So I guess we have to find another way for him to lose weight. I'm going off a tangent. Shout out to Lovelace, Birdman Flacker, Ralph S, SW, Simo, Lady Aries, Vincent Lee the Third, The Expanding Man, Kid at Hot, Tehadora Inrai, CRX, Black Man, Zin, Black Light Zin. Sorry, you are a black man though, aren't you? You are a black man. But Black Light Zin, Simo, Joe Blas, Binky Bianca, Prophylactic Tactics, Rico YouTube, Ray Solo, 615 Lux, Brandy, I see you queen, JR Miller, Sugar Bear in the motherfucking house. Yes, Sugar Bear. He is the cousin of Teddy Pendergrass. You know the teddy bear I have on my shirt? Oh, no, not my shirt, but black shirt. Yes, black shirt. Not my shirt, black shirt. Yes. That is my cousin. Who else we got in the beat? Aboriginal T. Yes, sir. Yes. I see you. Once again, if you want to donate to the Cash App, I'd make sure that Black goes and gets all these Slim Fast that he can drink and that he can handle. Because I need him to live for the rest of his life. I need him to live longer. There's no way this man should be this big. No way. He is 6'5", 200 and something pounds. That's a lot of meat. That's a lot of man meat. Pause. That's a lot of man meat. You need to lose something. At least something. At least 15, 20. Find the regimen. Send him something from YouTube. A workout video from YouTube. Okay? This nigga should not have breasts. I need him to lose weight. So do me a favor, okay? Hit the Cash App. I will buy him Slim Fast immediately. Alright? Thank you. Oh, nigga, get the fuck, nigga, what the hold up, nigga. You're supposed to be my co-host. You over here talking shit. I didn't hire you for this shit. I walked away simply to fucking go use the bathroom, and this nigga over here talking about my what? Hey man, fuck this nigga, man. Fuck around, let them niggas know you ain't got your goddamn citizenship. Send your ass back to the dust. I seen your hut, nigga. I seen where you live. I know you don't want to go back there. Shit. GMS fam, I apologize. My co-host, he been drinking that shit lately. You know what I'm saying? He been on some shit. I don't know what the fuck wrong with him. But this is what it is. This is what the fuck I gotta deal with. Alright? I guess shout out to Olafambu, bitch ass nigga, man. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful, blessed motherfucking day. I hope y'all weekend was great. Shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, Green Room. One love. We out.